Have you ever considered that just 5 minutes after waking up can lay the foundation for decades of fulfilling life? For many older adults, the first moments after sleep are often associated with groans, slow movement to the bathroom, and perhaps the familiar ritual of making coffee. However, according to the latest scientific research and authoritative opinions from longevity experts, the actions a person takes in these initial 5 minutes can hold far greater significance than commonly believed. It turns out that certain routines don't just improve well-being in the present moment. They can become the cornerstone for achieving a longer and healthier life. This article will explore 4 morning rituals designed to help you feel stronger, more energetic, and more vibrant, and potentially significantly extend your lifespan. These practices are not only scientifically supported, but also simple to integrate into daily life, having been used for centuries by the planet's longest living communities. If you've ever wondered how small daily adjustments can lead to colossal results, then this material is for you. By its end, you will gain a renewed sense of control over your well-being, confidence in your own abilities, and a clear daily plan that can literally fill your years with more life and add more years to your life. The information presented at the very end might pleasantly surprise you. Let's dive in. The first habit we'll explore is intentional hydration with warm lemon water. After you stretch and gently awaken your body, what you put into it next can be immensely significant. One of the most effective yet often underestimated practices you can adopt is drinking warm lemon water immediately upon waking. We're not talking about coffee, but a simple cup of warm water with freshly squeezed lemon. This might seem too elementary to be impactful, but let's explain why this habit can be a game changer, especially for older adults. Warm lemon water doesn't just hydrate. It helps activate digestive processes, flush out toxins, and gently awaken internal organs. It's crucial to understand that after a night's rest, your body is naturally in a state of detoxification and regeneration. By giving it something light, warm, and nourishing, you help it continue the cleansing process before it tackles heavier foods. Despite its apparent simplicity, lemon contains compounds that support liver function, optimize bile flow, and help alkalize the body's internal environment, despite its acidic taste. For older individuals, maintaining adequate hydration is vital. With age, the sensation of thirst often diminishes, and many seniors are mildly dehydrated without realizing it. This can cause fatigue, dizziness, digestive issues, and even cognitive impairment. However, there's a positive side. Just 1 cup of warm lemon water in the morning begins to replenish lost fluids and sets a beneficial rhythm for hydration throughout the day. It's a humble habit with truly grand benefits. And here's something crucial to note. This practice isn't a fleeting fad or another detox trend. It's a conscious start to your day, filled with intention and self-care. When you take that first sip of lemon water, you're performing an act of kindness and love for your body. It's a declaration. I value myself enough to provide proper nourishment and care. This mindset is far more significant than most people realize, as how you begin your day shapes all the hours that follow. As an illustration, consider the story of Mary, a remarkable woman the narrator met at a wellness seminar in Florida. At 83, she radiated vitality. Mary shared that she hadn't always been this way. In her 60s, she felt sluggish and heavy in the mornings. One day, her granddaughter suggested she replace her morning coffee with warm lemon water. She decided to try it, and within weeks, she felt lighter, more energetic, and her digestion became more regular. This act became a sacred ritual for her. Every morning, before anyone else in the house woke up, she would sit by her kitchen window, slowly drink her lemon water, and quietly express gratitude for the new day. This is the true beauty of this habit. It's simple, economical, and easy to maintain. It requires no pharmaceuticals or complex devices, just warm water, a lemon slice, and a bit of consistency. And when this act is performed daily, it transcends being just a drink. It transforms into a signal, a message to your brain, indicating that you are starting your day with care, mindfulness, and self-respect. So, if you aspire to feel clearer, lighter, and more energetic, don't overlook this habit. It's not flashy or new, but it is undeniably effective. And for many older adults, it's one of the simplest and most powerful habits for improving overall health, both inside and out. Habit number 2, gentle stretching. One of the most underrated yet incredibly powerful habits you can start just 5 minutes after waking is gentle stretching. Some might skeptically think stretching? That sounds too simple to be significant. However, the truth is this. When your body has been at rest for many hours, your muscles and joints need a gradual awakening, not a sudden jolt. Stretching helps achieve precisely this effect. It's like lubricating the gears of your favorite machine before putting it to full work for the day. With age, the human body naturally loses some of the flexibility and mobility it once had. But the good news is that you don't have to accept stiffness as an inevitable norm. A short, intentional stretch in the morning helps improve circulation, reduce joint pain, and even enhance balance, which becomes increasingly important as you age. There's no need to contort yourself into complex poses. Simple movements like neck rolls, shoulder circles, toe touches, and seated spinal twists are enough to get your blood flowing and gently signal your body that it's time to wake up and shine. There's something deeper happening here. Stretching right after waking isn't just about flexibility. It's about connection, a mind-body connection. When you pause to stretch, even for just a few minutes, you give yourself a moment of mindfulness. You become aware of how your body feels, where tension might be, and what might need a little extra care throughout the day. This awareness can guide your choices for the rest of the day. How you move, how you sit, and how you care for yourself. Many older adults the narrator has spoken with over the years swear by their morning stretch. One friend, Richard, now 79, shared that he starts every morning by sitting on the edge of his bed, rolling his shoulders, reaching his arms to the ceiling, and taking 3 slow breaths. He said, "It's not about yoga. It's about telling my body, I'm still here and I still matter." This mindset can completely change the tone for your entire day. It's important to understand that when you choose to stretch, even gently, you send yourself a powerful message that your health is worth a few minutes, that your comfort matters, and that you are taking responsibility for your well-being. And when this becomes a daily ritual, day after day, it forms a habit that doesn't just make you feel better in the moment, but accumulates positive effects over time. So, tomorrow morning, before you reach for your phone or turn on the TV, take just a few minutes to stretch. Let it be slow, gentle, and personal. It's one of the simplest ways to start your day with purpose and, perhaps, improve the quality of your life, one quiet stretch at a time. Habit number 3, practicing deep breathing or meditation. The moment you finish hydrating your body, it's time to calm your mind. In fact, the next few minutes might be the most important part of your entire day. Why? Because what you do mentally upon waking can shape your mood, your decisions, and even your blood pressure for the next 24 hours. And one of the most powerful tools you have, especially as you age, is deep breathing or a few minutes of simple morning meditation. Many mistakenly believe meditation must be complex, spiritual, or even eccentric. But in reality, it's simply the practice of presence, of paying attention to your breath, your body, and the current moment. There's no need to sit cross-legged on a cushion or chant anything. Just find a quiet spot, sit comfortably, and gently focus on your breath. That's it. Even 2 or 3 minutes can make a noticeable difference. Why is this so important for older adults? As you age, your mind can become increasingly burdened with worries about health, finances, or even loneliness. This mental stress can translate into physical manifestations. It raises cortisol levels, causes muscle tension, disrupts sleep, and weakens the immune system. But when you pause in the morning to simply breathe, you send a powerful message to your body. You are safe. You are in control. And this isn't just psychology. Research has convincingly demonstrated that older adults who regularly practice breathing exercises or meditation have a reduced risk of cardiovascular disease, improved memory scores, and decreased signs of inflammation in the body. It literally helps the brain age more gracefully. Just 5 minutes a day is all it takes to start noticing these changes accumulate over time. Let me share the example of Thomas, a 76-year-old retired teacher from Oregon. After losing his wife, mornings became the hardest part of his day. The silence was unbearable, and anxiety often began even before he got out of bed. One day, his daughter gave him a simple suggestion: "Dad, just sit by the window in the morning and breathe." He tried it, one hand on his chest, the other on his knees. He slowly counted his breaths. Inhale for 4 counts, exhale for 6. Over time, his mornings became less about fear and more about peace. It didn't change his situation, but it changed how he coped with it. This doesn't require any fancy equipment. There's no need to be a monk. You just need to give yourself permission to slow down. And here's the amazing thing. When you start your day with calm and stillness, everything else becomes easier. Thoughts become clearer. Your body feels more balanced, and you respond to challenges rather than just reacting to them. So, if you wake up feeling anxious, overwhelmed, or just scattered, try this. Sit quietly, breathe deeply, and allow yourself to simply be. It might feel awkward at first, but over time, it will become a sacred space. A few minutes of breathing can be your armor, your anchor, and your refuge. For those in their 60s, 70s, and beyond, life has already taught you that the most valuable things aren't always material. Peace of mind is one such treasure, and it's never too late to find it. One breath at a time. Habit number 4, practicing gratitude or morning reflection. One of the most powerful things you can do 5 minutes after waking isn't about your muscles or your diet. It touches your heart and mind. By dedicating time each morning to gratitude or quiet reflection, you can transform not only your day, but your entire outlook on life. This isn't just a feel-good exercise. It has very real, measurable effects on health and longevity. Let's break this down. When you practice gratitude, you shift your brain out of survival mode. You stop focusing on what's lacking, what hurts, or what went wrong yesterday. Instead, you tune into what's good, what's still working, what you still have, and what still matters. And for older adults, in particular, this shift can be life-changing. It turns mourning into a gift instead of a burden. It reminds you that life is still worth savoring, even with aches, even with losses. Science backs this up too. Studies have shown that a consistent gratitude practice is linked to lower blood pressure, improved immune function, and even better sleep. People who take a few minutes each day to reflect on what they're grateful for experience less depression and anxiety, and report stronger relationships with others. And here's the beautiful part. You don't need a journal, a therapist, or even a formal process for this. All it takes is a quiet moment, a deep breath, and the choice to look for the good. Let me tell you about Harold, a 78-year-old retired carpenter from Oregon. A few years ago, he lost his wife of 52 years. The grief was heavy. Mornings were the hardest, he said. He'd wake up and stare at the ceiling, feeling the emptiness in the bed beside him. One day, his daughter left a small notebook on his nightstand. "Write down 3 things you're grateful for each morning," she said. At first, he thought it was silly, but the next morning, he picked up the pen. The sun streaming through the curtains was the first entry. The next day, the coffee smelled good. Then, the neighbor's dog barked again. That silly dog is still alive. That's how it started. Within weeks, Harold said his heart felt lighter. Mornings stopped being a place of sadness. They became a place of quiet celebration. The power of gratitude isn't in changing your circumstances. It's in changing your perspective. It helps you see what's still growing, what's still beautiful, what's still yours. It makes the days ahead feel more like a blessing than a countdown. You can practice gratitude in any way that suits you. Say it aloud, think it silently, whisper in prayer, or write it in a notebook. Some people reflect on their loved ones. Others focus on the small things: a warm blanket, a blue sky, a pleasant memory. There's no wrong way to do it. The only mistake is not doing it at all. So, tomorrow morning, after you stretch and breathe, take 1 minute, just one, to reflect. Say thank you for one thing, then thank you for another and another. Notice how your chest lifts. See how your shoulders relax. This isn't just emotion. It's health and movement. Those simple words, thank you, have the power to heal. And for many older adults, they become the thread connecting the past to the present and the present to a hopeful future. Gratitude doesn't ignore pain. It simply gives you a reason to keep going despite it. Final thoughts. It's easy to think that aging means slowing down and settling for less. But what we've discussed today proves otherwise. These 4 simple habits, done in just 5 minutes each morning, can rekindle something powerful within you. They remind you that no matter your age, you still control how you feel, how you move, and how long and well you live. Let's be honest. When you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, your mornings often feel like a battle. A battle with stiffness, brain fog, and the emotional weight that sometimes greets you before your feet even hit the floor. But with intention, with just a few small, kind decisions, you can transform these mornings into moments of victory. You can choose to hydrate, to breathe deeply, to focus your thoughts on gratitude instead of worry. You can give your body a chance to stretch, to come alive again. These aren't just routines. They are acts of self-respect. And here's the beautiful part. When you care for yourself, even in the smallest ways, it changes how you show up in the world. You move with greater ease. You speak with more clarity. You interact with people more kindly. You're not just improving your health. You're elevating your spirit. This quiet power doesn't go unnoticed. Your family sees it. Your friends feel it. And most importantly, you feel in your bones. The narrator recalls people like 78-year-old Harold, who started doing just 2 of these habits each morning, drinking water and walking outside for 5 minutes. He said, "It doesn't sound like much, but I feel like I'm waking up with purpose again." That's the power of consistency. That's the power of a fresh start, no matter what the calendar year is. So, as you step into your next morning, don't underestimate what those first 5 minutes can do. They can clarify your mind, strengthen your body, calm your nerves, and ignite a sense of hope that will carry you through the entire day. It's never too late to feel better. It's never too late to start fresh. And it's never too late to live with intention.